Hey guys, welcome back to our JavaScript DSS series. So today we are learning that what is the brute force, and we are taking the one example and finding its the that example output by using the brute force, and also finding its space and time complexity of that example. So you also learn that how to find space and time complexity. So guys, you know that the brute force is our first approach. If you take any example by in interview or asking you give the any example, so you try that example by using the brute force first, because it's a straightforward approach by using the for loop or while loop or whatever you want, and but it's an first approach of your brute force. So we listening that the hackers are hacking by using the brute force approach by, and also interviewer if you asking that the find the prime number, basic example, it's palindrome example, square root, find the square root of that particular number. So prime number example, then you try to first brute force approach, because it's a simply for straightforward approach to find out of any example first. So we are taking the one example that we are previously showing the if else condition of the prime number. So is a basic example we are looking at the previous video. So we are explaining that video. So if you don't see this video, first we see that video so you understand what is basically prime number and how is find by using if else and simply for loop. So we are taking the that example by using the brute force approach. Same example we are taking, so you don't confuse that. Now we are starting. We are making simple one function. Is We are taking simple prime number function, like function. It's prime function and is taking the number. Suppose is taking one number, and if we know that the one number is not the prime number or neither prime or neither complete, so we put here condition inside that if my n is less than or equal to one, then we simply return as a false condition, because it's not a prime number, guys. One is not a prime number. So and also in next line we write the mainly brute force approach. So we taking one for look here and take the variable like I, and starting from the net variable we know that the one up to the one we are taking. Now next one, what is the two, so we take the two and we run, and the square root of the I is less than equal to n. Here we check the condition of that n and increase our I, and here inside that we check condition if my in previous condition we know that the if n modulus of our I is equal to 0, then it's not the prime number. If not equal to 0, then it's the prime number. So that condition we put here, if my n modulus of I, if my n modulus of I is equal to 0, then we simply return as a false. Else inside that for loop we return as a true. Okay. So and we run that function. If consoling that output, console.log, we run that if prime function. So we check the first 7. So you know that the 7 is a prime number. So we expecting the output as a true. So let's see that what the output of that. We run that node loop.js. So yes, guys, our implementation is work perfectly. We take our non-prime example like console.log. So you know that 15 is an no, not the prime number. So we accepting this output is coming as a false. Let's check that what is the output. Yes, this 15 as a false. So our this approach is work perfectly, guys. So what is brute force? You understand? We are taking one for loop. We started from 2 and is ending from to the n by checking its square root conditions. And if our model is I, then return false. That means it's not prime number. Else we return true. That means it's a prime number. So how to check its space and complexity? We know that here is an space means space is taking that any extra space of that example is complexity, checking like we don't taking any object or any array for storing the value of that n. So it's basically space complexity is order of 1 is coming. And if we check the time complexity, what is the time complexity? So time complexity is basically, so you check that is run for starting from the 2 and up to the n, but we are taking the square root condition, like here if n is checking the modulus of 5. Suppose guys you check the 15, so here is the n is a 15 and we take the n modulus of I. So here I is 5, then 15 modulus of 5 is 0, then he simply return the false. That means he's not running the for loop of the n. So it's not time complexity is order of n, so it's writing as a square root of n. guys, order of square root of n. Okay, square root of up to n. So this is our time complexity. So I hope guys this example you understood clearly, and how to find that time and space complexity. This is also asked the interview question. So don't forget that example, guys, because in mostly interview that example should be asked. By brute force approach, you solve that prime number, also palindrome number, also find the square root, simple matrix example they are giving. And you, if you try the brute force approach, it is your first straightforward approach to find the output of that example. So tell the interviewer first brute force approach, then again forward to the next approach. So let's bye bye guys. Let's see you in the next video. Take care. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and hit the like button. So we are seeing into the next video. Bye bye guys.